Man, I'll tell you what, boy. Every year, people tune in to watch the Grammys because they know the fuck ups that are bound to happen that night. You know, people tune into the Grammys for the drama, for the mess ups, for the continuous years of spitting in artists' face. You know, it's just crazy to me how it continues. The nonstop bullshit. The Grammys are that's the top level, the top tier of the Grammys. You can't get no higher than the Grammys. And you mess it up every year, picking wrong people, spitting in artists' face, uh, artists who don't fuck with each other, making them come together and create music. Like, I'm gonna start. The first thing that shocked me, it didn't shock me, but the first fucked up thing at the Grammys that happened was Quavo and Offset getting into an altercation. Punches were thrown and everything. At the funeral, Quavo and Offset were cool. They hugged it out. They was in each other's presence without no beef. Just for at the Grammys, just for them to be at the Grammys together, not together, but for both of them to be at the Grammys, and whoever runs the Grammys having a bright idea to Quavo was supposed to perform solo dolo his new song he made for Takeoff. He was going to perform in a Takeoff. And whoever had the bright idea, whoever runs the Grammys, whoever's in charge of who takes the stage next or who's up next, who's in line, whoever's in charge of that shit fucked up major. Because they didn't even mention nothing to Quavo. They didn't run it by him. They didn't say, hey, what do you think about this? They just automatically threw Offset in the mix. And when it was time to take the stage, Quavo was blocking the stage, not letting Offset get by. Like, boy, you ain't coming on stage with me. To the point where I guess Offset's continuous pushing and shoving to get on the stage led Quavo to hook off, throw a punch. And then punches were then exchanged between the two. And what hurts the most about this is it was a woman that broke these boys up. Excuse me. If you look at any setup, any of our rappers dying, any beef that someone gets hurt behind, 9 times out of 10, a woman done had a hand in it. A woman done set you up. A woman done drug you in for you to be checked out. You gotta watch women. 9 times out of 10, rappers die behind women setting them up, bringing them places that they ain't supposed to be, and having them set up. Right? So it's sickening to me. The most sick and sad part about this is it was behind a woman, sweetie. Whether Offset hit or not, yeah, I think he'd be the dumbest idiot in the world to fuck Sweetie. One, that's your right hand man's girl. Two, you're married to badass Cardi B. That's my bitch. I love me some Cardi, boy. You're rich as fuck. You got 2 or 3 kids now by, like, you guys are like an up and coming Jay-Z and Beyonce thing. Offset and Cardi. New day and age, different style of Beyonce and Jay-Z, and mirroring them to um Offset and Cardi are. So the fact that I don't know if the allegations ever, were presented. Was it true? Did it come out? Was it true? Or the Texas? Is there proof that Offset slept with this girl? So whether he did or didn't, at the end of the day, boys that are that close, all right, you fucked up. You fucked this old lady. You fucked this girl. At the end of the day, every dude that this happens to, the dudes always make up to where the dude and that girl, he's done with her forever. But the homies always make up. That's what hurts the most, that this was behind a woman. Then we lost Takeoff. And y'all boys are still going to be sweating this situation. You lost Takeoff. Y'all group split up. I'm going to say it again. You lost Takeoff. And y'all still going to be beefing over this shit that we know did or didn't happen. If it did, Offset, you're beyond an idiot. You got the baddest in Cardi B. You got millions of dollars, loyal homies in your group with the Migos. So it'd be crazy to me if there was proof, texts, or pictures that I could find proving that Offset really did have relations with Sweetie. Then I could retract some of the statements I say. But until then, I'm rocking with the fact that it's sickening that this happened over a woman. And this happens every day with men and other relationships. And 10 times out of 10, the dudes always make up. The dude cuts that woman off, but the homies always make up. So it fucks me up that there ain't no proof behind this that he fucked Sweetie. Then we lost Takeoff, and y'all still gonna beef and not make up with each other? Fist fight at the Grammys? Like it sickens my stomachs. Like y'all were the only group to ever take it as far as y'all did. There ain't even many groups out there. And I'm pretty sure there ain't none in our day and age. I'm thinking back to like the Beatles and shit like that. So y'all boys really had shit on lock and gave it all away when your brother died over a woman and your homeboys cheating allegations. What should have brought it all back together, full circle, was Takeoff losing his life. Sad to say it didn't happen. Sad to say that's how when it should have happened, because you know it sucks that we lost Takeoff. But if any time of them making up should have come to fruition, should have been after Takeoff was taken from us. Y'all should have came together, got back together, put all the bullshit aside. As easy as that would have been, y'all still ain't did it. Y'all still ain't do it. Instead, y'all go to the Grammys still holding on to the beef, making yourselves look like fools and fist fighting for people to see at the Grammys, man. Top echelon, the highest of high. It sickens me, bro. It really does. Not to mention in 2004 with Kendrick Lamar and Macklemore, the same shenanigans, just different people as the years go on. 2014, Macklemore won the Grammy over Kendrick's Mad City. Everybody was in fucking shock, in disbelief. There's no with Macklemore. Macklemore just won a Grammy over Kendrick Lamar's Mad City. Oh hell, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Right? Once everybody and anybody started voicing how there was something wrong, the Grammys took that to heart, right? And said, oh, we got to fix this. We got to fix this. This one's got to be fixed. So every year from 2014 till now, they buttered Kendrick Lamar up. Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy. All because Macklemore won fair and square, even though Mad City was a banger of an album. And sometimes it happens, you know, other people win over the favorite, you know. Sometimes the underdog wins best album over the favorite. You know, it's an exciting not only experience, but it's an exciting it's an exciting back and forth to have. Oh, well, why is his better? Oh, well, this is why his better. Why isn't his better? Well, this is why his isn't better. It's an awesome back and forth in the music industry of what makes his sound better over his sound, which initially makes the better sound win the Grammy. That year happened to be Macklemore over Kendrick Lamar's Mad City, which was a big shock, but it happened. You can't butter up the Grammys and make it seem like they fucked up royally, even though we were in our feelings. Even though we were in our feelings about Mad City not winning, and it being Macklemore who won. Even though we were in our feelings, we changed the whole mindset of the Grammys from where they buttered Kendrick up from 2014 till now. Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy after Grammy because of that 2014 bullshit. I don't think it's cool, man. It's I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy. What else am I touching on? And when that did happen, this just hit me. When it did happen, when Macklemore won over Kendrick, and it was like, oh, in the stands, out in the audience, when Macklemore took the stage to be presented his Grammy, he even said, I don't deserve this. Mad City, Kendrick Lamar deserves this. So not only was the crowd shocked and in disbelief, you also had the winner come up and state how he ain't deserved this. The better man and the better album was Kendrick. You know, this made such an issue over the years till we get to all the way to when we get to 2023. Glorilla, F&F, top of the charts, #1 song, longest at the top of the charts. F Ninja Free, F&F, you know. Tell me one, tell me one line from, what was it, Hit? What was it, Hit? Tell me one line from Kendrick's, from his album this year. What the fuck was it called? Hard Part 5. Yes, okay, so Hard Part 5, right? This caused so much mess up over the years till now, 2023, Kendrick's up against Glorilla and whoever else, right? F&F against dude, I gotta stop smoking bud. Hard Part 5. Hard Part 5, Hard Part 5, Hard Part 5. The way you remember things is supposedly say it 3 times in a row and it's stuck in your head. So, and that's not true because I've done that and I still forgotten. But so F&F, Glorilla was up against Kendrick Lamar's Hard Part 5. And my argument is give me 2 sentences out of the Hard Part 5 album. Any off of any song on the Hard Part 5 album, give me a couple words to it. No one can. To where everybody and their mother could sing line for line, word for word, F&F by Glorilla. That's my argument. The fact that everybody and their mama knows F&F word by word, but nobody and their mama could recite anything from Kendrick's horrible album this year that he was up for, Hard Part 5. Everyone knows F&F. No one knows nothing about Kendrick's Hard Part 5 album other than it being a flop. And the Grammys still kissing his ass, still buttering him up to where they allowed Kendrick to get a Grammy over Glorilla's F&F. Beyond shocked, mind-blowing, bigger than the Migos, Offset, and Quavo teeing off on each other. Because it shows how flawed not only the Grammys is, but the system. Because you got to look at this from a bigger standpoint, the longer run. Like, what else is flawed? Judicial systems, the motherfucking award ceremonies. You know, Grammys, again, is top-notch. It's top level. You can't be fucking up the Grammys for people, man. They work their whole lives for that. Some people are top-notch artists and don't even have one Grammy. Or they just got their first Grammy last year. So it blew my mind that no one knew anything about Hard Part 5, Kendrick Lamar's album, except for it being a flop this year. Everybody and anybody knew and can still know, or still does know, and can sing word for word Glorilla's F&F. So how is it that Kendrick won over Glorilla? Simple. You're still buttering them up from the fuck up of 2014, which is bullshit, because I feel like people think Kendrick's this profound artist and his music's top notch to where I completely disagree. Kendrick's a good artist. He can spit, but he ain't no God. He ain't no Jay-Z. And I only use Jay-Z because he's the leader of the rap game. That's not who I'd give the leader of the rap game to. You know, a lot of people probably wouldn't want to hear who I would give it to. The leader of the rap game, in my eyes, goes to Young Dolph. Adolph Thornton Jr. Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. I think it's Robert, but it's Adolph Thornton Jr. Young Dolph, Flipper, Paper Route Empire, Fire Life. Young Dolph was the end all be all greatest artist. You got Lil Wayne, you got Eminem, but Young Dolph being a little bit of favoritism on top of everything he ever put out was fire. And for us to have lost him is sickening in itself, but that's a whole nother video. But how is it that the Grammys continue to fuck up to this level? People hating each other to the max, and you're trying to put them on stage together without confronting, without running them by them, without saying, hey, what do you think about? And then you got categories that you're finagling and giving to other people. Bro, it blew my mind. Blew my fucking mind. And I had thoughts like, there's no way that they're going to do it another year. They're not going to get this man another accolade because of the nonsense and the backlash they got back in 2014. There's no fucking way they're going to give him another fucking award. Sure enough. And it's one that you can really argue because everybody and their mama knows still to this day, word for word, Glorilla's FNF. Everybody. Even the homies know that shit word for word. To where you go to Hard City 5, Hard Part 5, whatever the fuck it is. Kendrick's album this year, and nobody knew nothing about it. Except for it was a flop, because I listened to some of it. And again, I don't see how he's so profound. I don't see it. He's a great rapper, great lyricist, but I don't see him being Jay-Z, Young Dolph, Lil Wayne, fucking Eminem. I don't see him being that top tier. And a lot of people will probably fry me for that, but hey, it is what it is. The Grammys is beyond flawed. The Grammys is beyond flawed, and I can only hope with the years going forward that it gets fixed, because this is, we got to go home at the end of the night. These artists got to go home, and they're in their own heads like, how the fuck my shit really bad? Like, my shit really must be bad if it's shit. And then you get the artists in their head, and then you get their fucking wheels turning. Next thing you know, they're fucking blaming themselves, and they fall off, or they slow down from putting music out. Some others, it drives them when they reach that top tier, that top level of the Grammys, to be a runner-up and lose. Some people that fuels, I'm coming back even harder. I'm gonna make a couple diss tracks to dude who beat me. And not like you ain't gonna know it's a full on diss track, but I'm gonna say a couple bars in a couple of my songs to let them know how flawed the Grammys was for Kendrick to get a Grammy over FNF, Glorilla. Beyond flawed. I mean, y'all know it's from 2014's Macklemore mess up. All the backlash that they got from that mess up, they couldn't handle it again. So they just gave it, and I guarantee they got more than the backlash they got from Kendrick shit this year with Glorilla shit. Because Glorilla's got a crazy fan base on top of that song, staying top of the charts for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end, to where the motherfucking Hard Part 5 ain't nobody know nothing about it. Except for it was trash. So it's sickening that the Grammys continue to get away with this nonsense because the power that they hold, the power that they have. It's crazy to me. Big, 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 big shout out to Glorilla, the FNF movement, and everything else you put out since then has been fire, and anything you continue to put out, I wish you nothing but the best of luck, Glorilla. Kendrick Lamar, same goes for you, man. I wish you nothing but the best of luck, but you got to come to terms with the fact that, you're being favored. You're being a favoritism. You're the golden child. You work with daddy at work type shit. Your dad's your boss. You're the golden boy type shit. That's how you're getting treated by the Grammys, and it's disgusting because not only have you won Grammys that you weren't entitled to since the mess up of 2014, but how about saying a little something back to the fact that, FNF should have won. Same shit Macklemore did for you. You should have returned the favor because you knew and everybody else knew FNF should have won over your Hard Part 5 album that no one even knew about. And if they did, they listened a little bit and they wasn't intrigued. FNF stayed top of the charts for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Every dude knows that song word for word. Every woman knows that song word for word. Every dude and woman know that song word for word. To where can't nobody tell me a line or two, a couple bars from Hard Part 5. How the fuck did Kendrick beat Glorilla? Because the system is flawed, people. Keep your eyes open, watch who's around you, stay 10 toes down, playing it firmly every day. Don't let nobody knock you off your pivot. Don't let nobody tell you you can't accomplish what it is you're chasing after. What dream you're after. Don't let nobody tell you you can't accomplish it, you can't reach it. Because that's the same people that's at home in their mama's basement. That's the same people that sleep till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the same people that ain't got no drive, no courage, no niche about them, no oomph. And they're the type of people that are trying to get in my head, in your head, in other people's head. How can we allow such weak individuals? How can we allow them, such weak individuals, get in our heads so easily? That means to me, we need to tighten up. We need to better ourselves. Take on a more structured routine. Set bigger goals for yourself. Get a whiteboard and write tasks on it, and you follow through them tasks each and every day. I'm talking about making an internal change and an external change, a change through and through. Because if we're allowing these weak-minded people to get in our heads that easily, that tells me only that we need to better ourselves a little bit. We need to tighten up, toughen up, put some shields over us or something, guard ourselves up. And you do that by setting higher goals, writing down tasks and accomplishing those tasks for the day. Short-term goals, accompanying them by long-term goals, putting it on paper and writing it out. Figure out the route now so you ain't 31, finding out your passion and your love and having to pick up and move extra quick because you're a little bit behind the ball. The fact that there's so many content creators out there, the fact that I'm 31, just now knowing my passion. If it wasn't for football, if I wasn't going to do nothing in the football realm of things, then I was going to do music. I didn't get to go anywhere in the football realm of things. And so I took on 25 different jobs over the past 31 years. Learned a lot of trades. I got a lot of trades under my belt, especially from out in Florida building docks. I got a lot of good trades under my belt. I followed what it was we was taught and are still taught to this day, the American dream. You work 9 to 5, you get the white picket fence this way, you get the big house that way. Working. Yeah, but there's other ways to work. And I'm just now realizing it in my passion being in the music industry, keeping up on it and updating YouTube, the YouTube streets, updating y'all first and foremost, breaking news, anything that has to do with the music industry. A little behind on the Grammy info, but that's cool. I'm just starting out, 210 subs, 4 months doing this, maybe even less. I'm manifesting greatness. I'm manifesting making it. There ain't no way I can fail. There's no way. What I bring to the table, the recipe I got up here on top of staying in front of this camera 24/7, uploading, always having an idea, always having some real raw, uncut info to talk about. Like it's raw and uncut over here, man. There ain't no faking, ain't no pump faking, there ain't no editing, ain't no bullshit, ain't no cuts, none of that. I'm giving it to you raw and uncut and how I see fit. Don't at all feel pressured to subscribe, but do feel pressured to leave a comment. I'm in this YouTube shit to network and build relationships. So please feel free and comment what you got out of this debate or any other debate you see on my page. Comment and let me know. You know, comment where you're from, what state, what you're smoking on. You in a legal state? Aren't you in a legal state? Yeah, I got into this for building relationships, networking. I'm not doing this for no subs, likes, none of that. I need views and relationships. You know, relationships create opportunities. Opportunities then lead you to blow up. So you gotta network. You gotta meet people. You gotta talk. You got to. That's the only way to create opportunities is networking and meeting people. You're networking and you meeting people and doing good business is done once you rat. Once your paperwork's out there and everybody knows that you a rat, there's no more business allowed to be done with you. So why is it that you feel intrigued to continue to talk? Again, a million times over, you gotta say it for the slow people. I'm just starting out at this, but I'm manifesting straight winning abilities. I can't lose. I can't be knocked down. I can't fucking lose. I'ma succeed no matter what it is I bring to the table, the ideas I have, the way I articulate, speak, all that accompanied by a crazy, crazy strong mindset at the fact that I'm gonna succeed, all of that equals up to the greatest thing out there. And that's for you to find out what it is. Everybody's different. Everybody's quick to say, we're all the same, we're all God's children, we're all the same. No, I'm here to say we're not all the same. Up in heaven, we're all the same, but down here on earth, we ain't all the same. Some people ain't got the right mindset. Some people are sick in the head. Some people ain't got no heart. Some people ain't got no courage. A lot of people ain't got no respect. So it's like, we ain't all the same down here. So it's up for you to find out what success is in your eyes, what it is you want to do, and then you manifest, chase that motherfucker down and catch it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. Especially someone that's been a rat, who tree jumps, who ducks fades constantly, who's obsessed with commenting on my shit, but he ducks fades constantly. It's like you got to incorporate the right out of life. These people that I just ran, the ratting and the fucking tree jumping and the fucking ducking people, they're the type of people you gotta watch out for. Kick them off to the side, let them know, just like we've been letting this peon yuck mouth know. This whole time, this peon Pino, this yuck mouth individual Pino, this whole time, this whole month, this crumb has been ducking me, right? And everything added up to be in his favor to get these motherfucking hands. He's been ducking me. Ducking me for a month, but yet still commenting on my shit. That's some sus weirdo shit, bro. You had your opportunity to prove that everything that's been said about you was wrong. You had your opportunity to have a little bit more flash on camera by throwing your hands with some kid from Jersey up and coming. You had your chance, bro. You ain't shit no more. You're beyond irrelevant to me. I don't even got time to motherfucking address you no more on some shit. Unless you pop up talking with your yuck mouth, then I'm gonna go ahead and expose you as I always do. You popped up in my comments last night, P-Ho, and what I do, I fucking exposed you on every ratting video out there about you. You's a rat. You's a known rat, tree jumper, who ducks fades, bro. Like, you're no good in the streets. Your business is no good anymore, folk. It's not. You gotta come to terms with that. Your business is no good anymore, boy. Once you point a finger, once you become a tree jumper, boy, you and Mighty Mouse need to get together. That's the fight that needs to happen. Two chomos beating it the fuck at. I'm telling you, man. Y'all need to watch out for these slimy, snaky individuals. Especially, it be the ones like Pino, right? It be them type. That wolf constantly, he's this, he hard, he that. He dresses the part, this and that. But as soon as it comes down to clocking in and getting right, you don't clock in, you don't get right. Nah, you take the shortcut and you rat. You get up out of there. Anytime you had to do, you pointed a finger so you ain't had to do time. Then you want to talk about Mighty Mouse being a chomo. Nigga, the word on the street is you're the fucking chomo. So what the fuck? Y'all weirdos got this weird shit going back and forth, but y'all both chomos. But you won't. But you won't. Just like you ain't fight me, just like you won't let me come out there and put these knuckles on you. Ain't nothing a rat chomo can say that's gonna stir me up. So I hope that you don't think you stir me up. You know, you need to play your position, which is PC, on some shit. Cause you're irrelevant, you's a bitch, and your rep is completely tarnished, boy. So anything you pop up and say is comical to me. Not to mention it gets screenshot, posted everywhere, and tons of people beat down talking about you. Facebook, Reddit, wherever you want to be posted, nigga, that's where you'll be posted. But you's a fucking crumb. Point blank, period. You's a crumb. Just like you wouldn't accept my fist fight, it's just like you won't come out here and do none of that nut ass weird shit you talking about. Everything you say is fake, is wrong, is sus. Niggas trying to rebuild his career from how long ago? Your bitch put you in the corner and tells you to make our rent that you come short up with every month. How long you been doing this nut ass shit, boy? Come on, man. You was so fucking knocked off of this street. It ain't even funny, boy. You's a known rat tree jumper, dog, who ducks fades, and you think what it is you saying to me is getting me somewhere? Boy, you got so much fixing in your life to do, and you're still coming at people? Again, this is a lesson for everybody to know. These are the type of people that are out there. You got people that are sitting on their girl's laptop, living on their girl's dime, sitting in their girl's house. Meanwhile, real men are out here still in the trenches in their own shit, moving and grooving how the fuck we do. Having punk bitch motherfuckers like you comment, but then when I kick up, you go running. You don't accept none. So it's like, how the fuck can you comment popping shit, but your whole ass goes running every time I try to bring something to the table? You a bitch, point blank. I'm up and coming, doing this shit 3 months. I'm at 210 already. I can't fail. I can't fail. I'm not a rat. I ain't no chomo. I don't duck face. Never. I fist fought my entire life, boy. You got a lot of making up to do, P-ho. On some shit, you got a lot of making up to do. And it's sad that you, like, all these shits is facts. You's a rat and you duck face 24/7 and you prey on little girls, but you gonna come in my comments like you doing something to me, like you getting me riled up, or that you gonna come out here and do some shit. Man, get it the fuck together. It is people like you, boy. It's people like you that fucked it up for a lot of people. Not to mention, your whole ass can't walk around the streets. Matter of fact, I'll meet you at your barbershop. How about that? I'll pop up on you and meet you at your barbershop. Like, you think this shit's a fucking joke, but if I ever got my hands on you, I'd beat you next to death, boy. I'd beat you next to death, boy. Come out here, do what you gotta do. But you ain't gonna leave Jersey. If you come to Jersey, guarantee you won't fucking leave out this bitch. Especially coming talking about what you gonna do, nigga. You ain't finna do shit. You ain't never done half the shit you talk about in your own city. In Broward, you don't do the shit you talk about, boy. Not to mention all the people that you duck in Broward. You can't walk the streets in Broward, bitch. You can't walk through Pompano, ho. And you know you can't. Stop playing with me, boy. You's a bitch through and through. Tree jumping rat, bitch. So do what the fuck whatever it is you say you're gonna do, but I guarantee you won't leave Jersey if you come out here. I'll meet you at your barbershop. I'll come out there. It's people like you, boy, that fucked it up for a lot of people, for real. You're in the category with this motherfuckers who nowadays are preaching that ratting's all right. Your whole ass paperwork I posted, what you do? You ran to the motherfucking, yeah, because I'll never have a license, bitch, because I put in work my entire life, you whole ass individual. You bitch ass motherfucker. Best believe I'll drive dirty, but I won't never have a license, and I ride a bike hoe from putting in work my whole life. They told me extensively I'll never have a license. Fuck boy, that's why. But you are in the light of the people like Boston Richie, 6ix9ine, fucking Jim Jones, everybody that fucking rats and makes excuses why it's okay or thinks why it's okay, that has our youth so confused coming up nowadays because of motherfuckers like you. You want to play gangster till it comes down to it, then you want to point the motherfucking finger. And as soon as your shit gets posted and you get exposed, what you do, you made a video justifying why you ratting was alright. Boy, you got so much making up to do, it ain't even funny. You disgust me, boy. Not to mention you a bitch, you poor excuse for a man who ducks phase, prowls on little girls, and rats, points fingers at people? And you gonna come in my comments thinking you hurt my feelings? Boy, please, you got so much making up to do and relationship fixing. You got some soul searching to do. Get it together, P-ho. Because you will get knocked off on sight. On sight. Come to Jersey doing that shit, my boy. I guarantee you won't never leave Jersey. You too scared to let me come out to Florida. That's how I know you would never come out here. You scared to have me fly out there. Somewhere where I lived for 8 years and got tons of connections at, boy. Let me know. I'll come out there tomorrow, ho. Shack up in my homie's crib, get the homies together, and then we'll meet at the spot and throw down. But we know that'll never come to fruition because you's a bitch, rat, tree jumping hoe. Point blank, period. It is what it is. Everybody keep your eyes open for that punk ass tree jumper Pino. He's a rat. His paperwork's out there to find. He's a known rat, so don't let him on your platform. He'll fuck around and set you up. Don't let him nowhere near. If you know the man in person, get away from him. Don't let him nowhere near your family. He's a known fucking rat. He's a known tree jumper who ducks fades. This man has so much making up to do, it ain't even funny, bro. It ain't even funny how much making up this little boy got to do, but he want to comment on other people's shit. Meanwhile, his whole entire street is dirty. Ain't just one side of that bitch, the whole street is dirty. Motherfucker can't walk down no street in Pompano. Can't walk down no street in Deerfield, boy. Stay a little hoe ass in Boynton or whatever punk ass part of Florida you in. Stay in that corner your wife makes you sit in that you come up short making rent in every fucking month. And stay in your fucking lane, boy. Start doing some motherfucking soul search and see how you can't fix some relationships that you done tarnished by running your dick sucker or by pointing your motherfucking finger. Because you too soft to take on the repercussions that your gangster ass wanted to portray. Just like some 6ix9ine shit. You want to portray being a gangster until it comes down to taking on them repercussions and what it is you did, and then you fold under pressure immediately. You don't even get a Pepsi before you point your motherfucking finger. You's a hoe. You's a hoe, Pino. Get it together, boy, and stop ducking individuals. Boy, if you get called out, you better step up like the tree jumping hoe you is, boy. Keep ducking phase, boy.